Currently, it's the Steelers with the football as we get back into the action in quarter number 2.
I'm gonna probably pass, honestly. I'll probably go for standard pass. Spacing.
A first opportunity for the
score
Steelers in the red
again.
zone.
It's good.
They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Again. Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Come on.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald.
Come on, go, go. Yeah.
Take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful, and that bumps their lead up even further.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Well, this offseason for the Cincinnati Bengals is going to be one of transition. Marvin Lewis, 2nd longest tenured head coach in the NFL, been with the Bengals since 2003, Charles. Let go on December 31st. Happy New Year after a 3rd straight season of no playoff football.
And he actually made that franchise relevant. You remember what a wreck it was when he took over? And then he turned them into a perennial playoff team. Unfortunately, went 0-7 in the playoffs. That helped lead to his demise. When you look at them going forward, though, there are some pieces in place, especially on the offensive side of the ball. They've got a quarterback in Andy Dalton, have a receiver in A.J. Green. That's where things start when they start the rebuilding process.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete.
Why?
Not only was the call spot on,
I have to go.
The execution of that defense right there. Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He's trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
I want to,
well, discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty
get that, yeah. Dang, what?
Defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Meanwhile, they take
in Madden 18, he would catch that.
But this is going to wind up incomplete.
Dang.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot.
Okay, I'm throwing a high pass.
Twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
See?
And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
That kind of worked, though.
A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 47 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger.
Ooh,
dangerous.
swatted, no fly zone.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's to the 10. He's caught right at the 10-yard line.
No, I'm fine.
He's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Oh, 10 yards till the
up with Brown to get the Steelers at first.
This has to go down as
mid
slants. Routes in the playbook.
He's going to Washington. Sounds
nice
good.
completion there.
Gonna kick
Keeps
him.
the sticks moving.
A little pass. Okay.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Nope, that just gets it intercepted.
Picked on Preston Brown, the linebacker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the
They thought they were going to
stops.
get pick 6.
Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP Offensive Player of the Year, and for this, and a steal pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And before
No, I'm not gonna.
and a timeout, as it'll come with 36
50?
ticks to go in half number
They're
1.
probably
So
gonna run
that
it.
complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
What,
And
they didn't
over
run?
the throw.
I'm surprised.
Airing one out for Boyd. It got his man.
Oh.
Complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27
They
seconds
just got
remaining here
so
in the second
lucky.
quarter. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton.
Get that out of
Toward the
here.
right sideline, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a
Wait. How did I not tackle him? What? Oh, what was that? I tackled him and then I get elbowed. This is so funny just to watch. Boo. What? How did he get up like that though?
lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Dalton now to pass.
Hey, no fly zone.
16 seconds now on the clock. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing.
No fly zone.
Been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. He gets this one away. Boy, it's another
thank you for
boomer.
22 yards. Oh, I need a Hail Mary going now.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to
Come on, catch it.
deep left side. That's
Yes, yes.
20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
Wow.
So we
That's
reach
cool.
halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Should I play the Super Bowl after this?
And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
Yes.
So that will push him back.
First down.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
No.
It's Mixon on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Passing, it's Dalton, and that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of
this
those
is
to
going to be
actually
fun.
hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Here's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw.
Come on,
there.
Antonio Brown. Catch it. Yeah. Nope. Nope.
So
Jukes?
possession goes
Wow,
over
work.
here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
I
They were
got
able
a
to
good
get the
idea.
ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now. And show
I mean,
them
I got 4
respect
yards,
and some
but
gratitude by scoring some
better
points.
than
To
nothing.
get a little more cushion.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's Roethlisberger, flushed out right.
Woo!
He's going
Under
deep
pressure.
for Brown. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone,
I'm going
you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep.
Okay,
there,
that's
but
not him.
unsuccessful.
I mean, it still worked though. Hey, it's the team. Let's go, yeah.
Antonio Brown.
Oh, yeah.
54
Hey,
yards.
hey, yeah. Stay it up, stay it up.
Stretch their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed
It's
to just
32
going for
to
it from a
3.
2.
Yeah, 3.
I'm sorry. I know they got
32
it,
to
and
3.
congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk reward
Get tackled from behind.
not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't
You
they?
start going,
So
ooh,
here's
because
Dalton
it's
and the
actually
Bengals
in my
now,
screen.
1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Perfectly designed
I can't
blitz
believe
right
I
there.
just-
They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
To throw on 3rd down. Dalton. And with a
Flag?
he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Holding offense.
Yes. I
So
mean,
instead of giving them
That
another
penalty is
3rd down to
declined.
decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back onto the field now comes the wideout Antonio Brown. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up 100 yards.
And this is taken in at the 5.
Boink.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 59 yards. And this Steelers offense
This is sad.
running away with this one. And correct me if I'm wrong,
Because it's supposed to be 40
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down
to 3.
pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in
Now it's
practice
40 to 3.
and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Pittsburgh.
This
Yeah.
one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start
They're
their
not the
drive
best team.
just past the 30-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. These guys had to punt their become
They're
too
still going.
familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit?
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Yeah.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And this is LaFell. It's caught.
Oh,
and he'll
yes!
bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Oh.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd
Oh no,
down.
they just need 1 yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the
They're gonna
toughest
run
route
it
to
though,
defend?
because it's
I'm
1
like,
yard.
any of them, especially if it's a good receiver.
If
That makes
they
things
don't,
very difficult. But when
that's-
you're running a drag route, something
They're
short,
not
shallow,
running it.
going through defenders,
And they still-
using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
No.
Now let's discuss Antonio Brown as he heads back out there now. Oh, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general
Come on,
manager
catch
and say,
it.
"Any way."
Yes, 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 yes.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of
Okay.
contributors, but that's his second
48
touchdown catch of
to
this
3.
game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
All right, partner, one more time.
Oh, you can get hat tricks in this?
Put the ball on the
Dang.
3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15.
And
to
I'm not
kick the
playing
extra
NHL,
point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
Get chopped.
In their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers
Oh,
at
no,
each other
that's offside.
a little bit, asking a lot
Ooh.
of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying
Ooh.
to narrow down your playbook
That's
a little bit,
just
and maybe get
sad how I
simpler
just came
rather
out
than
of
more
it.
complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get this out to about the 40. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage
I
of
think
blitzing
on this
often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
pretty smart. And so they waste the clock.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run again with
Okay, good. They're actually pretty strong.
First down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's
not smart enough because they didn't see that coming.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Andy Dalton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Okay.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And that one goes incomplete.
Yeah, I'm in the team now.